Hello. Welcome to my vintage story. So, I have played this game before. I've got about 50 hours in it, and I thought I'd just record my playthrough. I've got tons of mods on. Nothing groundbreaking, just tons of like smithing mods, armor mods, you know, weapon mods. Stuff like that. So, my goal this video is to have a nice house and potentially maybe smelt a bit of copper down, but we will see. So, let's get started, shall we? The mods I've installed, it's just a ton of mods to do with, again, armor, weapons, all the sort, but if you're interested in that, I'll do a showcase at some point, but nothing too interesting. What is that? Oh, it's a little deer. Okay, so let's have a little look-see around. I've got a bit of food on me. Just a couple cranberries. And let's just have a little cheeky gander around. So far on my map, I haven't really found anything interesting. There's this little area over here, and there's that entire amaranth or heather field which I saw over there. But I'm just going to explore for a while, see if I find an area which looks nice, and then I can start thinking, hopefully nearest to some copper as well, because that is the first step. Copper, and I quite like the resource. It's like a smelting resource. It's called pleat, I think it's called. I don't know, we'll find it at some point. But anyway, yeah, I just, you know, I've been playing a lot of this game called Arena Breakout. It's just Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov, but free, I guess. And I thought I'd take a break and play a game a little bit less intense. I normally have this setting on my headphones where I can hear myself. And not being able to hear myself really throws me off, because I can't. It's like, it makes it easy to, a little chicken. It makes it easy to like slur some words or just mumble a bit. So I'm gonna try my best to sound clear, clear enough at least. But for now, I'm just gonna. This area's extremely open. But as you can tell, it's covered with these bushes. So I'm probably just going to start getting some flint together, so I can make myself a cheeky knife. And that way I can start making some extra storage. Because if you didn't know, in Vintage Story was first supposed to be... Ooh, what's that over there? Looks like a trader's hut. Vintage Story is first supposed to be a mod pack for Minecraft, but later the developers decided it's actually easier if they just make the whole game from scratch, or relatively from scratch, than to make the mod pack for Minecraft. So that's where we are today. My favourite part so far is all the different options. I like the PvE, it's quite a bit more difficult, and I like the third person, because you can fully zip around yourself. It's nice. Let's see what this trader's up to. Seems to be trading some, Wow, my game is loud. Let me turn some of this. Is it ambient sound, weather sound, effect sound? Turn all that down. Let's make sure I've got all these settings right, because I'm not sure how loud it actually is for you guys compared to how loud it is for me. Okay, that should be good. Hello, trader. Haven't seen you around before. You just wake up? Let's see. I don't know what you mean. I think so. I might still be dreaming. Damn, it's good to see a friendly face. Ha, bold of you to assume I'm friendly. Welcome to my home. This ain't much of a home, mate. You've just got a car, a little trolley. Let's see what you've got to trade first. what I can buy. Bismuth bronze. Bismuth bronze. What's this? Survival 7.05. Okay, a cheeky book. A knife, a longbow, a sewing kit. Oh, you could buy pets from this person. What type of seller are you? The survival goods trailer. You can sell all this stuff. Rice bread. 8 rice bread for 1 gear. Wow, that's steep. Sturdy belt. I think we're off just... I think... pelt bundle. Okay. I mean, some of this stuff seems alright. I mean, out of all of these things I'd buy the dogs, you know. The longbow's alright, but I think it'll just be cheaper to make a longbow. Okay, I'm going to put this guy down on map. Let's make a little... what was he? The survival trader. Oh, you can move? Get a little cart symbol. A nice cheeky beige. It's nothing important. Alright. Have a good day, Carl. I'll see you around. I've got plenty of flint now, so I can start making myself some tools. I'm gonna get some sticks. If you're wondering how I knew that would have a stick in it, it's because it was like a branchy section. So this bit, no stick, no stick. Oh, there seems to be branches in that. Break it, stick. It's good to know. Hopefully the sound options are good for this. This is my first video I've made in a very long time. So we'll just have to see if it's alright. What are you? Is that is it the turkeys? I don't need any food right now, but I'll keep that in mind. I've got this like butchering mod on. So if I want to kill an animal, I have to go through like quite a lengthy process. And I quite like just making... Oh, look at the babies! I don't know where they've gone, but look at the babies! You have to go through quite a lengthy process to actually get meat and pelt from animals with this mod pack. If you wonder why I keep on just staring at rocks in the ground... Oh, mature turnips. It's because I'm looking for... copper. So sometimes copper can spawn on these little pebbles which kind of spawn around. And that is exactly what I'm looking for. Because if there's pebbles on the surface, copper, like little rocks, then that means there's copper beneath them. Slate gravel. For the entire start of this peat, this is what I've been looking for, this thing. Okay, I'm going to make a little marker of this on the map. Because right now there's no point in me collecting any of this stuff. It is just essentially useless. Because what am I going to use peat for? And like I said earlier, the use... What should I mark as? I guess this cave entrance? No. Let's put that. Peat. And mark it as a nice brown. Might be a bit hard to see, but I'm sure I'll find it. But a lot of the things useful for... I keep on just running on a tangent. Flax. I won't worry about it for now. What was I talking about? I don't know. But the start of the game's all about finding a good place to start, to set up camp, to make a little house for myself. These are very cute birds. But right now, I need to stop dilly-dallying. Stop messing about, and I need to actually start making the knife and stuff. Because it's going to become night soon, and I won't know where I am. Because it gets pretty dark. So let's find some loose flint. Let's find some stone on the floor to begin napping at this flint to make a knife. I can't be bothered digging down. Ooh. Spelt I don't care about as much. Flax you can use to get stuff like... It's used to make like rope. And stuff like that to make armor with quite a bit of the time. So flax is quite good. I might just turn the sound out because it's loud for me. Or just turn the music off. I hear a beehive over there. Beehives can be quite good for like food and stuff, but I've never really gone into it, so I don't know much about it. So that could be something I do in this playthrough. I found more peat. Again, let's mark at the map because it's just the smart thing to do. I found a lot of the time when I first started playing this game, I'd find stuff like copper and I wouldn't know where it was because I forgot. I just run away from it because I didn't have a pickaxe or anything to mine it. And then I'd just be knackered. Okay, so I'm trying to find tin. Tin is quite rare to find this early on. So I'm going to mark this and put tin. Then I'm going to choose a nice little grey. Maybe a different grey because that's quite hard to see. A bit of a lighter grey, I'd say. Tin. Okay, that's where tin is. There's a lot of tin around here. Oh, I've got a mod pack which makes it so ores are a lot rarer to find, but spawn realistically. So there is a lot of tin around here. So I'm just gonna mark tons of little symbols just so I really do not lose this. Tin. But a lot of the time in this game, there's tons of lore in it, but I've never really dove into it properly. So I think that's what I'm going to try and get into last time. The first time I played, I had a profile which was about 50 hours, I'd say. And I learned a lot of things. I learned how to do certain stuff, how to not do certain stuff, and now I'm making this with all the knowledge which I have now. This little playthrough. There's tons of rocks over here, so I'm going to begin napping and hopefully not get stuck in here. Okay. So, to nap, you get a choice between tons of different stuff. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. From a lot of this stuff is from mods. But for now, all I'm worrying about is this knife blade. So it's going to bring up... This is one of my favourite things about this game. Is you nap manually out the shapes. And then by the end of things, you will have just that shape left. Bosh. Now I have this little flint knife blade. Now I'm going to combine that and a stick. And I can make this flint knife. As you can see, it's not got full durability. Because, again, I've got a mod pack. You're gonna realise this sooner than later how many mods I have installed. None of them are groundbreaking, none of them add any game-changing stuff. But a lot of quality of life and realistic improvements. So, an example of that... Can you guys hear me? You can hear me clicking my spacebar. I need to get a better keyboard. A lot of the stuff I've added will just be... food... swords, mallets, as you saw earlier, hammers. You can make items, different handles, which make it so the better the handle you make, the more durability your sword or knife, for example, will have. So now that I've got this knife, I can start harvesting more specific things. So, one of the main things I want to be harvesting right now is obviously food, because without food I will die. But I want cattails. The reason for that is because you can make storage, little baskets for your inventory. Ooh, blackberries. You can make little hand baskets which increase the amount of storage you have in your inventory. Which is, at this point of the game, is one of the main things you want to be doing. So, I've got 3 things I want to be doing right now. Finding a place for my base, finding clay. Clay is extremely important. It's how you get 90% of the things in the game. So it's how you make crucibles for burning, smelting down your ore. It's how you make a lot of pottery, which can be used as, which is used as early game storage. And it is used for almost everything, even till end game. So I want to be near a good, valuable resource. Good showcase of clay. Because without it, I'm a bit knackered. So I don't care about any of this. It spawned in high humidity areas. So this area is all low fertility soil. So I don't care. I'll just leave this area and keep circling around till I find like medium fertility soil. And then if I find it, then there might be clay nearby. Obviously, it can spawn in tons of different places. So you can get fire clay in like deserts. You can get blue clay near water a lot of the time. Honestly, I probably should just be looking for blue clay, seeing as it's turning night. Oh no. Oh, that's a desert. Okay. I don't know what that was, but I don't want to figure out. So I'm just going to keep running. I'm just going to hop through this little sandy area because it's quite small. I'm going to go straight through it and try and find some cattails really quickly. With cattails, I can make myself a torch. And I do not want to be blind at night. There is a little cooldown on how long it takes for certain things to spawn. So I do have a safe period, I guess you can say. Interesting. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm running out of time. Oh, cattails, easy. So these are cattails. They're used to make so much stuff. So I really want a lot of these. Okay, I've got 5 here, and with 5 I could pretty easily make a torch. Like so. So that's 1 torch made. Then I need to make a fire starter. I can't remember how to make a fire starter, so I'm just gonna search it up in the useful manual which the game gives you. Okay, so I'm gonna place my torch down. Get a bit of grass. I need 1 more stick. So let's have a look, see around for some sticks. Ooh, beautiful. Okay, now I can make myself, if I have any long grass. Oh, I put my long grass in my offhand. Okay, now I can make myself a fire starter. Okay, and I can use this fire starter, rub it on my torch, and I've made me a light source. And that's in my offhand. So now I can have light whilst I'm travelling. So I can still keep moving and try and find the things I need. But I am in a race against time. So let's keep it moving for now. Gonna eat the rest of these turnips. I don't really need this turnip seed. Ooh, that's a lot of cattails. Okay, this is good. This is what I like to see. I need to make sure not to drop into the water, because as you might imagine, a torch in my hand against water doesn't work very well. A little top tip is I'm pretty sure you could just put the torch into your inventory and it won't become unlit. But then you can easily lose your way in the water because it's so dark. It's not fully night yet, so I'm fine. And there's not any cattails deep in the water, it doesn't seem. Okay, more cattails over here. And with these cattails, I'm just going to start upgrading my inventory. Perfect. Ugh. Please. Oh, game unlit. Okay, this is fun. If you're wondering why, like, the chat bar keeps on coming up, it's if I click tab, it comes up. I keep on clicking tab instead of E for my inventory. Bosh. Grab that, stick that me onto fan. And now I'll just keep moving. I don't really have much of a weapon right now. I've got this knife, but it's purely used for harvesting. You can't really use this as a weapon. It does... 1 damage, so... really not quite worth it. Yeah, we'll see whether I get rid of this handle durability mod, because it just makes the overlay of the weapon with the handle a bit confusing. I just thought it looked cool. Is this more peat? Oh my god, there's so much peat. Okay, let's mark down this peat as well. I'll just delete the ones which aren't close to me, and that's how I'll just determine peat. There's no, well, from what I've had, well, medium fertility, so we could find some clay nearby, hopefully. So the clay I'm looking for is this blue clay. I'll show you it. Blue clay. You get it from breaking this blue clay, and does it say blue clay can be found in low elevations anywhere there's soil and a minimum level of rainfall. It will be plentiful when soil layers are thick. It does not occur in sand or gravel nor in extreme cold regions, and also does not occur very far from the sea level. So we are just looking for a good chunk of blue clay or red clay. Red clay is not too different. Most of the time where I've found blue clay is near water, and I think that is just its average spawn spot. There is another way to look for clay, and that's by using the map, but it is excessively difficult. So you can see this little darker patch of peat here. I'm looking for a little darker patch of blue clay. But I couldn't really tell you off the top of my head what colour it would be. So it's really easy to lose the picture of yourself. So that's dark there. Let me quickly check this one on my right out. It might just be stone, it might be some flowers, I don't know. But we'll check this out. It is quite a bit darker. Yeah, it's just some flowers, some catmint. What can we do with catmint? Just some random stuff, okay. Anything else nearby? Yeah, so you will notice that at the start of the game oh, it's tin again. Why is there so much tin? I want copper. I can't even mine tin at the moment. Well, I can't even mine copper anyway. It is tin. Into. So, grey, pickaxe, tin. Sort that on there. Yeah, let's keep moving, try and find some copper. Oh, copper. Okay, I'm gonna pin this. I'm gonna actually pin this, because this is extremely important right now. So, pinning it. I don't actually know what pinning it is. It does something, I'm sure. But I've got copper there. I'm gonna leave this native copper bit here just so it's easier to find rather than trying to work it out. And I can just explore this area. Oh, there's so much copper. Okay, let's put another one down. So more copper. Pin it, pickaxe, bonk. Easy. Yeah, this video is more of a test. I'm not putting too much inspirational talking into it. I'm just testing if people like this. I don't know. I've done maths content. That didn't do too well. I've done audiobook. That did do really well. But it requires a lot of time. Like, to go read the entire book, know how to know the book. So I have to read the book first, which I don't mind. I've read that Brandon Sanderson Mistborn series. That was the last one I read, and it was a while ago. That did really well. Like, I'm really surprised, and I'm quite happy with how it's done. But it's one of those things where it takes me hours reading it, editing it, getting rid of all the mistakes, because there's a lot of mistakes. Maybe I should just do an unedited version, see if that does well. But it does take a lot of effort. And I love reading out loud, I love trying to articulate my words well. It's extremely hard to do when I can barely hear myself. Maybe I should just remove one of my headphones so I can talk properly. But the amount of effort required for the return is quite low, and I want to make content I enjoy doing, such as playing Vintage Story, you know? It's a brilliant game, I love it. I don't like really making content on, say, Arena Breakout, because I play as a sniper. It is the most boring gameplay, because 90% of the time I'm just sat in a corner somewhere, waiting. And yeah, I'm pretty good. Flex. But it still doesn't change the fact that it can get really boring. Okay, so this is the handbasket. So I'm going to get one of them, stick it on there. One of these, stick it on there. Oh, are we going to have enough for... Oh, we have enough for a full set. Okay, so now we have so much storage. Look at this. We've, what, triple the storage we had earlier. Beautiful. I'm going to eat these turnips because I don't need them. I don't know when I've got a white currant either. So as you can see, without the torch, it is dark. Like, very, very dark. I can't see a thing. I got my blinds open because I'm not some shut-in. But I still cannot see a thing. So that's essentially my demonstration of why... What? Wait, what? Thatch and dry grass. What? What's the difference? I won't question it, to be honest. Let's get a bit more sticks. I can't see a thing. Okay, boom, stick. And let's stick that on there with my flint head. Oh wait, let me just quickly remove this mod. You won't even notice a difference. I'll be back. Now, I am back, and as you can tell, the knife's texture has changed a little bit because I've gotten rid of that mod. I'm sure it's a decent mod. Ooh, my game has paused. I'm sure it's a decent mod because what it does, it adds like buffs and stuff when you get really good handles, but I don't really like having two separate durability bars for the blade and for the handle, so just a aesthetic thing for me. Personally, I think for that mod they should have just had one durability bar, and when that durability bar is broken or is null, then it should just give back the item. Oh, look at the fish. Pink salmon. It should just give back the item, which durability hasn't been brought to 0, I guess. Anyway, that's me waffling, but you guys won't notice the difference, and honestly neither will I. So let's just keep exploring for now, keep having a look-see around, and try and find some clay. God forbid I find some clay. This is what 90% of the time play. Glade! Yes! Speak of the devil. Okay, where am I? What is that? Okay, let's mark this on the map immediately. Red clay. Red clay. Exclamation marks. Pinned. Got it. Bosh. Red clay on there. And there's a lot of it too. Good. That's what I like. Okay, so now I'm just going to start building a little hubble of a home. Let's potentially start napping a shovel. Because it will make doing this a lot easier. Are you stone? Yes. Okay. Let's start napping a shovel head. Mallet head, blah blah blah, axe, hoe, knife, shovel. Nice and easy. Bosh, 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 bosh. Okay. There's my shovel head. Wherever that went there. Oh, I need more. I'm always running out of sticks. Oh, sorry, it's like it brings me happiness every time I see it. Just let my girlfriend. Let's just get a couple sticks. Wow, this is a branchy tree. And branchy bush. Yeah. This is great. Never had so many sticks. This is the best bush I've ever seen. Don't take that out of context. Moving on. Okay, so now I've got a decent amount of sticks. 8 sticks, beautiful. What did I just get? A birch seed. Okay, combine this with my shovel head to make my cheeky shovel. The durability on this is shocking. Let's see. So it's got 90 durability. I can mine how many blocks? 90 blocks. It's not too bad. Obviously, I can't mine stone right now. So I'm just gonna dig out an area which isn't stone. Nice and easy. Ooh, wow, lag. Oh no. No! Out of disk space! I'll be back. Okay, so I ran out of storage on my SSD and I've been put all the way back here. Now I think the clay was over here somewhere. So I'm just gonna retrace my steps a little bit. I believe in myself. I believe I can find it. But we will see. Now I think I went right, saw this wall, followed this wall round, went up, over, down. Didn't collect those cattails. Went around, up, down. Oh my god, yeah, most of the game spent trying to find fire clay and, you know, blah 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 about this fire clay. Yeah, I'd love to find some... Love to find some fire clay? Hello? What are you? Oh, dead rooster. I don't care about some feathers. Yeah, okay. I think it was... Yeah! Okay, we found it. Okay, cool. Right, we found the fire clay. Let's mark this on map again. Fire clay. It's not fire clay, it's red clay. Red clay. Bosh, 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 bosh. Yep, beautiful. Nice and big. Okay. Now, let's go back to mining our little hubble of home. And napping out me some, well, a new shovel. Oh, I need to go get all the sticks again now. Sticks! Give me sticks! It's very hard to see among these bushes. Okay. That's 7. Where's the 8th one? Was I just lucky last time getting an 8th one? Oh no, there you are. Okay. There's my 8 sticks again. Now let's mine back into here. Yeah, I ran out of storage on my SSD. I need to get a new SSD. My SSD right now is about, I think it's 500 gigabytes of storage. whereas my hard drive has 2 terabytes. So everything's stored on my hard drive apart from certain games like Vintage Story. I'm hoping... SSDs are so expensive though. Like, if you want a good SSD, you can pay like maybe 2 terabytes. You can easily pay over £100. And I don't got that money right now. I'm a student. Okay, so we're gonna just mine out this little area for us to be potentially safe in, whilst we start crafting up everything we need. Okay, we've got this nice... I wouldn't necessarily say little area. It's actually quite big, but it's certainly cramped. Okay. I just mine all of the dirt out, why not? Okay, the first thing we need to start doing now is... like, you see what I mean by the shovel having bad durability? It's almost broken. I'm gonna mine this out here, because I think this is what's making it so cramped, and instead I'm just gonna fill this in here. Just so it feels a little bit more cozy. And a little bit less claustrophobic. Okay. This will have to do. So let's start, and I've got stone here so I can nap till the end of time. So let's see. Hoe, axe, knife, shovel, spear, sling bullet, mace, javelins, wedge. I think this is used to like mass gather these 3 here. For splitting strip logs with a mallet. I don't know. For peeling bark from trees. You know what? I won't question it, but I'm gonna make an axe because I feel like that is the right thing to do. And then I'm gonna go chop some trees down. Beautiful. Now, I forgot, in this game, do trees fall, or do they not fall? Second thought, are there any trees nearby? It'd be easier to tell at day. Hopefully it's turning day. I think there's some trees. It is turning day. It's just very hard to see, so excuse the past 10 minutes in darkness. I think I was a bit optimistic in saying that I'm gonna get, well, in my ideas for what will get done today. That was a wolf, I think. I don't really want to get into a fight with a wolf, because I will instantly lose. But that's fine. It could have been that fox. Hopefully it was that fox. I don't want to be living near any wolves. I don't know, it sounds like a wolf. Not sure if you guys can hear it. That is a big mountain. Trees? Hello? Hello, trees? Why are there no trees? What? There's literally no trees. What? This is so weird. So many bushes, yeah, but... where are the trees? Is it to do with where I am? These are definitely trees down here. Do I need to go all that distance to find some trees? It don't really look like there's many trees near me. Hopefully I'll just go over here. So let's just call it red and T. That's a D, but okay. So. Oh, I remember what pinning stuff does. It makes it come up even when you don't see it on the mini-map. Yes, it does. If you get what I'm saying. I wish that chat box didn't come up as much as it did. Okay. It's not full to my death at any point. I can't remember, again, how bad full damage is in this. I can't remember whether it's life-threatening at low levels, but We'll figure it out at some point, I'm sure. But let's go mine a ton of trees first. I've only got one axe. Saying that, if I find some stone, I'll be able to make another axe. I just want tons of logs for me to go back with. Any of this was copper? No, just flint. Cool. Let's get a couple of these bushes. Let's keep making our way towards the... Oh, thank God. I just get like a slight scare every time I see something move. Nothing. Okay, keep moving. Okay, tons of trees. Oh, I think I remember how it works. You mine the bottom and it mines as much as it can. These are big trees. Wolf! Am I being chased? No. Okay, let's mine this tree quickly. Hopefully there's nothing nearby. Oops. It does take a long time to chop this. Come on. You can strip the bark. I wonder what that does. Oh, that barely took any durability. Oh, okay. Let's mine. What type of wood did I just mine? Maple. Okay, let's keep mining maple. Just so I have consistent stacks and not needless filling up my inventory. Let me also do this. Hopefully you guys can hear me a bit better over the rain and chopping noises now. I don't know. If I listen back to this and the audio is absolutely scuffed, I know for next video. But let's just keep chopping down these maple trees, because I don't want to keep coming and throwing between this place and my so-called base. I also don't really want to go any closer to that wolf, if I'm honest. Okay, that one used a lot more durability. Okay, you're just one block. Okay, stick there. Let's mine this one over here. Again, I don't want to go. That's oak. I don't care about that. You look like maple. Yes. Yes. So, that episode got cut slightly short, but due to a lot of reasons, due to mainly the file size being so big of the actual video, I've had to split that episode into two. I'm not calling the first part episode 1 or the second part episode 2. I'm going to call the first one episode 0.5. So that video you just watched is episode 0.5, and the video next will be episode 1, I guess. So there's been a lot of problems to do with the mods, so I've deactivated quite a few of them, but not in the next video you'll see. I hope in episode 2 the viewing experience will be a lot more smooth, but I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. Thank you.